lovelies, and welcome back to this channel. If you are new here, my name is Belinda's channel. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Don't forget to please subscribe to this channel, turn on notifications so that anytime I upload a video, you will be the first person to be notified. And to my returning subscribers, thank you so much for all the love and support. To those people that share my videos and leave commentaries and also educate you guys are the real MVP. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Alright, lovelies, let's dive into this.
So, lovelies, I came across this video on my For You page on TikTok, and I thought to share with you guys where this pan-colored woman thought it was actually okay to comfortably say this about, the people that's living in power and also in cars. Guys, I'm just going to roll the clip as well as some of the stitches I was able to put together. Please leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video. Alright,
so how did you all
let's dive
spend
into
you
it.
all's Memorial Day yesterday? Let's talk about how Nikki Haley spent hers. The former Republican nominee-seeking United States ambassador and generally morally bankrupt person spent her day in Israel signing bombs. Yes, you heard me correctly. Nikki Haley, who has a husband that's in the military, by the way, but I digress on that. She spent her Memorial Day in Israel finished them to these tank ordinances that you see here. Now, here's the thing. She is doing this a day after the Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said that Israel's strike in Rafah was the result of a tragic mistake. Now, this is tragic mishap number... this is awkward. There have been so many of them. Forgive me. I forgot what number we were on. But this one involved an Israeli airstrike in the southern city of Rafah that set fire to a camp housing city that was serving displaced Palestinians from the northern section of Gaza who were told to flee into the safety of the southern section of Gaza, where they fled right into an Israeli airstrike. And in spite of all that, the morally bankrupt, white supremacist adjacent Nikki Haley is running around Israel signing bombs with the Mortal Kombat tagline, "Finish them." Bella, you need to go somewhere? Oh, Bella, that's my dog. She's female.
Tahajjud, if you've always wanted to start praying Tahajjud, if you've always wondered if Tahajjud works, this is your perfect timing to pray Tahajjud or to motivate you to pray Tahajjud or wake up for Tahajjud, because I found you the perfect Iblisa Shaitana Munafaqa. Okay? Her name is Nikki Haley. She has just written "Finish them all" on Israeli bombs. Of course, she's a USA politician. Their favorite activity is, of course, partaking in genocide, supporting genocide, loving genocide, desiring genocide, feeling motivated by genocide. You're going to be motivated by praying Tahajjud right now against her, okay? Any salat. If it's not Tahajjud for you, you can perform a voluntarily istikhara or voluntarily salat. You can perform istikhara any time of the day. But if it's almost midnight for you, or if you see this video the next day, this is what you're gonna do, okay? And this is what we are gonna do collectively. We're gonna start praying as ummah together. We have been sharing videos, we have been setting awareness, but I think one thing we have been neglecting is actively praying. Can you imagine someone to just love genocide so much that they have to finish them all on Israeli bombs? You can't. She is Iblis, Munafaqa, Shaitana. Of course she is. Anyhow, she has just motivated me to wake up for Tahajjud. Another thing we're going to do is the second homework, which I've been sharing a lot and you guys are not doing anything, is I'm going to put some links in the video for the people that DM me to share their donation link. These are people who don't have a lot of people to help them, so help them.
History teacher, it's always interesting, and it's surprisingly rare when I come across a photo or a document like in real time in the news where I immediately go, oh, this is a historical document. Like, this is something that is going to be analyzed by history students and historians for generations to come. But there's a lot of photos coming out of Gaza that I haven't been able to get out of my mind, a lot of images, a lot of videos. The one I want to talk about today, though, is this. from Nikki Haley. I haven't been able to stop thinking about this photo and this tweet, or whatever you call a post on X anymore. So if you haven't seen this yet, Nikki Haley visited a kibbutz in Israel that had been attacked on October 7th by Hamas, and in it, she's photographed signing missiles, and one of them says, "Finish them. America hearts Israel. Always Nikki Haley." Now, this photo could launch a million conversations without really any context, but I think this is a photo that's a really great example of what history teachers teach students as far as how to analyze a document. So I want to walk you through. I want to hip this document with you. So whenever I teach AP World or AP US History, the acronym that I use to look at historical documents like this is HIP. Historical significance or historical situation. I mean, intended audience, purpose, and point of view. The historical situation of this post is twofold. It's really interesting. For one, the historical situation is the October 7th attacks, right? That's clearly what she's wanting us to focus on by going to this place that was specifically attacked on October 7th. But a bigger, more specific historical situation is May 28th, 2024. I would have my students notice that and say, hey, that's months and months and months, almost 8 months after the October 7th attacks. It's really interesting. What else is significant about what's going on right now? Well, what's going on right now is this Israeli, devastation of Rafah, the one safe zone where they'd been telling everyone that they could find refuge. Now, to better understand this post in the context of those different historical situations, you want to think about her intended audience. This is being posted on Nikki Haley HQ, Team Nikki Haley. So she's posting this for her intended audience of her supporters, who are going to be mostly conservative Republicans, right? They're going to be people that are going to be very pro-Israel. They're going to be a lot of maybe Christian evangelicals. And so she's basically banking on the fact that they're not really thinking about the more immediate historical situation of May 28th amidst this decimation in Rafah. They're more concerned with the broader context of the October 7th attack. So they say, yeah, finish them, finish Hamas. Not really thinking about the fact that these missiles, who knows where they're headed. And it's more than likely that at least some of these missiles are headed into Gaza, which is essentially an open air prison full of millions of starving people, half of whom are children. So what's the purpose of this? What's the purpose of her team posting this? Well, it's to beef up her resume as pro-military strength and pro-Israel, right? Why? What's her point of view? Well, she's just failed trying to run for president, right? So she's trying to win back a name for herself. She's trying to win back some support within the Republican Party because she just sort of got decimated in the primaries by Trump. Everyone wasn't really taking her very seriously. What's ironic is that she also has this other point of view as a former ambassador to the United Nations, though, right? And so again, this is a really complex point of view because she's a Southerner, she's conservative, so that makes sense. But the fact that she has this added layer of being a former ambassador to the UN, the body that is attempting to kind of resolve this crisis and bring in at least peacekeeping forces or stop the humanitarian crisis, and the only people that are really stopping that from happening are frankly the US delegates, of which she used to be one. It's fascinating. Now, I want to be clear, I had to sit with this photo for days and days and days. It was really upsetting to me. I was really mad about this photo, and I still am. But I do just want to use this to illustrate the power of a good history teacher and the power of a good social studies classroom to give our students, or give you, or give whoever's listening, right, the tools to pick apart an image, to have that critical thinking, to go, what is this? What is it on the surface? What is it below the surface? What does it all mean? And how can I break down this very upsetting or frustrating or strange and confusing thing and actually make sense of it?
All of the people out there who are saying that they aren't going to vote because of Joe Biden and the Democrats and them supporting genocide, this video is not for you. This video is for all the rest of us who have been trying to tell you that your hypocrisy is frustrating. See, those of us who are tuned into politics and know what's going on politics-wise, we know that the House, the majority in the House, is the Republicans, not the Democrats. So the Democrats can't really change shit, right? And in the Senate, we got Joe Manchin and Kyrsten Sinema that really don't roll with Democrats, meaning that we have a 50-50 split in the Senate, which means Democrats can't really do shit in the Senate. And yet with that, Joe Biden has been able to pass policy, implement laws that benefit Black people, all of us here in this country. The infrastructure deal, all of these student loans that he's canceling. I just saw where he is canceling another $7 billion in student loan. Uncle Joe, I think you forgot about me. Here I am. Thank you, though, for reducing my student loan payment every month. I really do appreciate it. But yeah, I want to be one of those where you discharge my loan altogether. Don't forget about me, Uncle Joe. But in the end, I'm happy for those who are getting their student loans completely discharged. And let's be clear, it's Uncle Joe, President Joe Biden, who's doing that. You see, not only do we have the MAGA cult, spreading lies about the Democrat Party, we also have the far left spreading lies about the Democrat Party, or trying to create this false equivalency between the Democrat Party and the Republican Party, when we know that is not true. But they're doing this because they believe Democrats support genocide. Now, I don't look at it that way, right? I look at it as there are laws, there are treaties, there are policies that have been in place for years. They've been following these rules and regulations and these policies for years. And unfortunately, they are continuing to do so. But yet, forget all of that. Joe Biden is the king of the world. Yeah, he should just scrap it all and not do what he's legally obligated to do. And because he's not doing that, yeah, Joe Biden and the Democrats are the devil. But meanwhile, this is what Republicans are doing. Nikki Haley, after she came out and endorsed Donald Trump, she went on a tour of Israel. And while she's on tour over in Israel, Nikki Haley put her John Hancock on a bomb with a message that says, "Finish them." That bomb is expected to be used over in Gaza. There's Nikki Haley, and there's the bombs. Here's the message up at the top. It says, "Finish them." That's what Nikki Haley put on her bomb. And over here is the guy that she was on tour with while over in Israel. He's also putting his John Hancock, on a bomb designated for Gaza. Here's a better picture of it without me being on screen. See Nikki Haley down there in the bottom right? Putting her name on a bomb designated for Gaza with the message that says, "Finish them." And doing this research, I came across a tweet that had this picture of Nikki Haley signing a bomb designated for Gaza. The tweet says, "Dear Americans, Nikki Haley visited us today. She went to the West Bank settlements and then went to sign on a bomb. Finish them. Just disgusting. Can you please take her back? We already have one Ben Jiver, and we don't need your filthy death-promoting politicians as well. Thanks." Now, correct me if I'm wrong. But I haven't heard any Democrats out there saying things like "finish them" and signing their name on bombs designated for Gaza. Correct me if I'm wrong, though. Now, I'm clear that not all Democrats are squeaky clean. I know there are plenty of Democrats that take money from AIPAC. But even with that, I don't hear Democrats one by one saying "finish them, finish the job, wipe them off of the face of the earth. As I've heard Republicans say, one by one by one. And you've got a Republican who might be on the short list for vice president over in Israel, signing bombs with a message that says, finish them. That's equally as disgusting as Jared Kushner publicly talking about how Gaza is prime beachfront property. Jared and Donald Trump and BB got plans for that prime beachfront property. Yeah, we'll see if all of those who are attacking Biden and the Democrats, we'll see if they talk about this. Somebody get Rashida Tlaib on the line.
Like, seriously, lovelies, this is just so heartbreaking, for something like this to come from a woman who happens to be a mother or who calls herself a mom, or for a woman who, know exactly what it means when you see your child going or passing through something, especially when that your child that you gave birth to is, going through a lot in life, like starvation, hunger, sickness and all of that. As a mom, you should be able to know how it feels when you see your child maybe being, and when you see your child in, in kind of a situation that you cannot even help yourself, but just, cry and all of that, because there is nothing that you can do, or there is nothing that you can actually, do in this set situation. So this, woman, Nikki Haley, decided that, she is, gonna go over there and sign this thing and tell them to, like, that means you are so proud of what is happening over there. You are signing and talking about how they need to finish them, like, without even, trying to, like, what about the consequences? What about in the midst of finishing these people, innocent people have been, affected? Sometimes I ask myself this question: why is it that these people have not actually bring out a measure, that might actually warrant not hurting these innocent, citizen or innocent civilians? Okay, you are saying that you are actually targeting, the Hamas people, but you are doing this in the expense of people's life. You are doing this in the expense of some individual that cannot even properly take care of themselves. But you decided that because you felt that you have the privilege, or because you felt that someone that is close to you is not in such situation, so you do not care about other people's feeling, or you do not care other people's life situation. You just have to give the order, you have to sign and put on your name there. How would you feel if one of all of those things that you signed, I don't know what to call the name, because you know how it is, if one of them actually was dropped somewhere and it end up hurting a lot of innocent underage people, like, you would just be at home in your house and comfort zone and smile it out, like, okay, it has actually, like, sometimes people will be doing something without actually thinking the consequences, or without actually trying to put themselves in these people's shoes. Like, when you want to hurt someone, or when you want to actually, become in support of those people that hurts people, you should sometimes try to, like, put yourself in the shoes of these people to see how it actually affects you mentally and emotionally, before even talking about the physical aspect of it. You just, sit on your own comfort zone because you feel that maybe you have lost in so many angles of your life or area of your life. You decide that I'm just going to do this to see if I'll be talked about. Now you are having what you want, you're having the attention you're gaining, and this coming from a woman is something that is very disappointing. When a man does this, like when a man does, it's a man's word and all of that, but this coming from a woman who knows the importance of, a family, the importance of, who knows how it is to actually bear a child. Like, you know the pain and the suffering that women have to go through to put up innocent lives on this earth, but because you felt that you are in a better position or you are in a better place, so you do not care about other people's life and feelings and whereabouts, so they should just go ahead and use it without even trying to, like, okay, what about what if this thing actually affected people we're not getting? Like, seriously. Like, sometimes I know people are just being so, okay, I don't care, no, but sometimes we should just put all of the sentiment aside and think about humanity. We should think about human feelings. We should think about, like, what if this thing I'm doing, what if it's wrong, what if it has a consequences or actually affecting someone that have done nothing wrong, but the only thing that this person has done is just to coexist in this world. Like, seriously, how could you be so proud? The thing is that she actually posted it. It was in her Twitter account, or I don't just understand. So you are so proud of this, and you decide to actually, make it public and, brag about it, and you are trying to, make the media think that, okay, you are referring to her, but without even thinking about other people that this might actually affect. This kind of thing might actually affect innocent people, innocent, kids and all of that. But you don't care. All you care about is yourself. Since I am, comfortable where I am, since I don't have anything to to call for any alarm, so I have the right, the privilege to do or say whatever I want to say without actually putting people that is in need into your consideration, like without trying to put these people in considerations. And coming from a woman who actually with some point in her life, was pregnant in some point, gave birth, and know what it is to be a mother. Do you think that those women that is watching their innocent one, go through all of these sufferings, you think that they are happy with themselves? You think that they are happy that they have to bring a life into the world and watch this life suffer? You think so? I don't just know why these people would not, bring any kind of tech. Like, you guys are often talking about you are fighting these people, but we have not seen, even if it's one or two persons that you have caught, or you at least tell us that you have caught this person, you have caught this group of people from this group. You are actually, okay, we are targeting those people, but we've not seen anything. We are always saying the innocent life, the innocent civilians. That is just what we are seeing on media and every other place. And all of the things that you guys are doing, thinking that you are making progress in eradicating whatsoever you want to eradicate, but you are doing that in the expense of people's, life and all of that. Like, seriously, sometimes we all just need to think about humanity and put sentiment aside. Seriously, lovelies, when I saw this video, I was highly disappointed, coming from a woman. Like, a woman that was even supposed to, be a leader in some point in her life. But, life happens, and she have to also go about to stoop this low and making herself change for the wrongest of the reasons. Anyways, lovelies, why not just leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes, and I want to use this medium to say a very big shout out to my newest subscribers, to those people that share my videos, interact, and educate myself. Like, I am actually learning a lot from the comment section. Thank you so much for all the interaction. Thanks so much for the people that share my videos, and to those people that actually return after subscribing. A lot of people have been complaining that the subscription button, sometimes when they click it, it's unclickable and all of that. I think it's white in trying to do what they know how to do best. So maybe when you're not able to subscribe now, later on when you see a video that pops up, you'll be able to do that. Maybe when you try one or twice, you can be able to do that. So I want to use this medium to thank each and every one of you that actually want to reach me, both on my Facebook and Instagram. People that send me videos to react on it. Oh my goodness, I'm so happy. I'm very grateful to you guys. Thank you so much, and I will see you when I upload the next one.
Watch up to this extent. Thank you so much for all the love and support. Why not leave me your own thoughts in the comment section of what you think of this video, and do not forget that we do not support any form of bullying, harassment, or whatsoever. We're just here for educational purposes. So please share this video, subscribe to this channel if you're yet to do that, and I will see you lovelies when I upload the next one.